Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. Happy fall, y'all! I've only been waiting a year to say that since the first day of fall last year. It is officially fall. It is officially cozy season. It is officially the best season because it means the flies and mosquitoes fly far, far away from me. And I am so excited for the season. We're gonna do lots of really great things. We're kicking off the season with something that seems to be everyone's favorite. I've gotten an influx of DMs over this like you would not believe, and I'm thrilled to share it with you because I've been making this syrup for a couple of years now, and my friend Mike says it is the best thing that's ever come out of this kitchen, and so I'm very proud about that. We're making a pumpkin spice cold brew with a sweet foam. You heard that correctly. It may be a copycat for some popular coffee spot. It's delicious, and I am thrilled to share it with you. It's so simple and easy, and once you make the syrup, you will find every reason in the world to always keep it on hand. And I'm going to show you in a second what mine looks like at the moment. You'll need 4 ingredients. Well, 5. I lied. 5 ingredients if you count the water. You'll need water, brown sugar, pumpkin pie spice, pure pumpkin puree, and really good vanilla extract. Those are all the ingredients you need to make the actual syrup. Now, depending on who makes this recipe, what you read, a lot of people just tend to take cold brew coffee over ice, yum. And then they do a frothy milk with a couple tablespoons of pumpkin puree and some pumpkin pie spice. Nothing wrong with that. However, if you know me, you know I don't think things are worth eating if it's just okay. It needs to be spectacular. And this syrup is the best thing that you can make this fall. And you don't only have to stir it into some cold brew coffee. You can stir it obviously into hot coffee, stir it into some apple cider, stir it into whatever your heart desires because it is that delicious. Add all of your ingredients to a saucepan. Turn it on to about medium. This will only take about, I would say, once it comes to a boil, you're gonna let it boil for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'll show you what it looks like when it is there. It's been about, I would say, a little less than 5 minutes. You want it to come up to a roiling boil like that. And now we're just gonna take it off the heat. Make sure you whisk it really, really good. It smells phenomenal. It's just absolutely incredible. Now, you can, if you absolutely want to, you can strain this through a coffee filter. I don't know why, but you can if you want to get rid of any particles of spices or what have you. I don't. I think it's completely unnecessary because it just blends into everything so well. You don't need to. And just look at this. Just look at this liquid, just gorgeousness, okay? It is incredible. Now, you can use this right away if you're using a hot coffee, hot cider or whatever, or you're gonna let it cool if you're using it to make a cold brew or whatever. I have some left over here. You can see it's not much. We love it. It does thicken when it cools. Not much, but it does thicken quite a bit, but it is lovely. Okay, now we're talking foam situation. Okay, you have options because life is full of options. I don't have my cup here, but give me a second. I like a very, very thick, like when you go to Starbucks and you get like a cold brew sweet foam situation. Have you wondered why their foam is always so thick and it always just stays right on top and it's just delightful versus a frothy milk that just sort of blends into the coffee? There's differences. So you can take some half and half. You can take whole milk. I don't do anything less than whole milk because the less fat content, the less it will froth. You can also do this with a dairy-free creamer. You can do this with coconut milk, full-fat coconut milk, and it will give you really lovely frothy situation, right? So to make a frothy milk, I take a little half and half. I do about, I would say, a tablespoon for every half a cup of creamer. I do about a tablespoon of my syrup. You can see it thickens as it sets. And then I take, this is the frother I got, okay? It's cheap, it's cheerful, it's $8, serves me well, don't judge me. I do not have room on my counter for another piece of equipment such as a frother, okay? You take this, you froth it up until it gets really foamy and wonderful, and then you place you know, you fill your cup with ice and you cold brew and you dunk this on top and it's wonderful. Once I'm done this, I'm gonna show you my favorite thick, delicious, sweet foam that you're going to go crazy for. Just give me a minute. Okay, so here you've got your beautiful, frothy half and half. Pour this on top. Lovely, wonderful. Not my favorite. I'm gonna show you my favorite. You're gonna take some heavy cream. It does work absolutely best with heavy cream, but hey, try something else if you feel like it, but it works best with heavy cream. You take your heavy cream, again, a half a cup of heavy cream for every tablespoon of the syrup. Put that in there. I also take a little bit of syrup and I put it into my coffee because I like the coffee itself not to be too bitter. Then you take an immersion blender. You can do this in like a little tiny blender, on a regular blender, whatever your heart desires, but you're gonna have to trust me. Wait till you see how thick and glorious this is. It's really worth it. That is my absolute favorite way to do it. Now, listen, it is definitely a treat. I wouldn't normally ever have this much cream, but let me tell you something. If you're gonna treat yourself, you need to treat yourself correctly or don't do it at all. That is so perfect. You're gonna have to trust me. The foam, I mean, I could really just eat it with a spoon and it would be delicious. Oh, and it's not too sweet. This is the ratio that I like. If you would like it sweeter, if you like it more potent, add more syrup. The syrup is really concentrated, so you can add as much as you want to make it sweeter and to make it more, you know, strongly flavored. But just look at that. It's starting to seep in, it's starting to melt in. It is sublime. You can also substitute sugar for like a monk fruit sweetener if you like to, whatever sweetener you like. This is how I do things because this is also how I eat. We know this. I have to mix everything together. And now it's truly perfect. It's the perfect color for the coffee and there's still plenty of sweet foam on top. Go to laurainthekitchen.com. I will have the written recipe for you along with suggestions for what you can substitute and what will work best. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. I get a lot of fun this season. I'll see you next time. Bye.